Sup people, base brawler here, and unfortunately I lost the footage for my gameplay of the final power level warrior playing as Super Yasin and Vegetable until I summoned Majin Vegeta in Dragon Ball Legends. Now, because I'm lazy and I do not want to, re-record gameplay and then put it over the footage or whatever, for now I'm just going to have a screenshot of Super Yasin 4 Carrot fighting Limit Breaker Carrot, and I'm going to have my voiceover in the background. If you guys would like to continue and watch this video, that would be much appreciated. However, if you don't want to watch something like that, then that's fine. Well, I'm probably going to retitle this video. It's not going to be Super Yasin M Vegetable or anything, but just know that that was the intention of the video, but I lost the footage, so hope you guys enjoy nonetheless. Sup people, Based Brawler here, and in this video of playing as Super Yasin M Vegetable until I summon Majin Vegeta in Dragon Ball Legends, which I still haven't done yet for some fucking reason. I'm going to go over the new quote-unquote update Bullet gave us concerning Burst of Power. I'll probably do this in a separate video on its own, but I sort of want to go over it just a little bit and, sort of give my thoughts on it. But overall, things are looking nice, and in my opinion, I'm glad that he's bringing back old characters. I mean, they're not 100% for sure going to be playable, which I hope they will be at some point. But nonetheless, they're going to be reformed. They're going to have different outfits, I assume, different designs in general. Oh my gosh, there's 4 waves. That's at minimum 7 enemies. Or 6, actually. Anyway, they're going to be looking different, and there are actually a couple characters that I don't think are going to be available in the game, or in the game in general. I got a laundry list. No, I'm joking. There's a few. Most of the characters I think he can add back easily, and he's obviously going to add new characters. I mean, we have the cadet and everything, and I'm going to go over that in a second. But I'm going to go over all the characters pretty much that I know for a fact are going to return. Okay. First is Rice. Bullet, you are, oh my gosh, you gotta be smoking something. You gotta be smoking that good shit if you're not gonna add Rice. If you're not gonna have Rice return. Plus, considering the fact that from what my friend told me about what happened with the other developer for Legends Within, I forgot what the I actually forgot what the company, or not company, company, I think, whatever brand, I guess, that Bullet basically, Bullet Games, I think that is referred to as a corporation or something. I don't know. Anyway, not a corporate, I don't know, guys, a business, something like that. Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. There was another developer, and he unfortunately passed away, and from what sources told me, that's why Rice is named Rice. And so, Bullet, you're telling me you're not gonna add this boy? Come on, you have to, okay? So basically, there's that. I'm not gonna go over all the other characters like that. I'm just, well, maybe one more, but I'm just, giving a general consensus as to why Rice has to be in there. But anyway, Rice Set, I think, is gonna come back. Risotto, again, this is the other one that I'm gonna explain. Guys, come on. If Risotto isn't added back somehow, then Bullet is not even just smoking something at that point. Bullet is like taking like everything. He's taken, well, I think this is just a meme. I don't know if it's an actual thing. I don't do drugs, guys. You could probably tell from what I'm about to say. Like, he's taking ketamine, he's smoking bongs, he's taking everything. He's like, give me all that shit if he's not going to add risotto. Okay? Now, here's my theory, though. Okay, here's a theory. My theory is that Risotto's redesign is the cadet. Now, that I could be wrong. That could be a stretch. They might just have similar outfits. They might end up just having similar outfits. I don't know. Maybe there's a story, going on with that. But the cadet looks very similar to Risotto, and honestly, I wouldn't mind if that is the next gen or burst of power. Next gen? What the hell is wrong with me? Oh my gosh. the burst to power version of Risotto. I mean, I wouldn't mind that at all. But I mean, I feel like I feel like Bullet would actually give him a name though. So that's the thing, is I'm not 100,000% certain that that would be the case. So I still hope that Bullet does end up adding, Risotto himself, but with, maybe a different design. Or maybe he's, the character that Bullet, makes an exception for, and he has the same design. Because he's kind of iconic. Kind of? He is iconic. What am I talking about? Anyway, that's another character. Then I'm just going to go over the laundry list. I'm not going to go into too much into detail. Maybe one more character? Nah, whatever. I don't have time for that in this video. I'm almost done with this fight. Except Sumo's not transforming. Anyway, so the other list of characters, I already said Rysette. Mirror, he's got to come back. King Mad's got to come back. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting that. Luckily, I had those reflexes, and I started immediately spamming the shield after that happened. Anyway, so King Mad, what's his name again? Prince Art, Prince Eon. Obviously, Pie's back. I mean, I did a whole video, like, being hyped about that. Plus, I fought him several times in the game itself. He's actually, on a stage where you have to grind points, so he's on there. Then, I don't think the Royal Guardianess is going to be added back. I need to stop saying the characters he's not adding. I'm just saying the characters he is going to have return. And then, that's actually, that's pretty much it. Those are the only characters I think are going to return. It's Mista, Mirror, King Mad, Prince Art, Prince Eon. That's it. I don't think he's going to... The other characters are going to return, aside from that. And, obviously, Risotto, Rysette, and Rice. But yeah, those are pretty much it. Okay? And, let's see, I already went over that theory with the cadet. I don't really have much else to say. Oh, I was going to talk about my manga, okay? So, guys, when it comes to the story of my manga, I am going to, quote-unquote, put them in this... I know Bullet said they're going to be, different universes in the games. But when it comes to my manga story, I'm not going to spoil what happens, but it is going to transition into a potential, not quote-unquote, like, what do you call them, spin-off, or, I don't know. What's the word? Not collaboration. It's, oh my gosh. It's like, it's when... Oh my, how do I always forget this word? It's the same thing with Cold War. Like Call of Duty, Black Ops Cold War, and Modern Warfare being in the same universe. I forgot what it's called. Oh my gosh, it's not spin-off. I keep thinking the word is spin-off. How am I this stupid? You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. I don't care. I'll have to edit this video. I'm gonna look it up. Okay. What is it called when two... I'm gonna put projects of the same universe collaborate? Because I don't know the word for it. It's a crossover. Oh my god. That's the word I was looking for. Crossover, okay? It's not going to be a crossover, you guys, but it is going to be like a transition. Like, it's going to go from, I'm not going to say it's necessarily a reset, but it's going to be something similar to that. Because already in my manga, I've already established, before we got a story, obviously I probably wouldn't have done this before, is that Rizon is Risotto's father, in my manga, of course. And if Rizon is Rice's father, and at the same time he's in his own Burst of Power universe, that's not exactly going to work if I keep my story the way it is. So what I'm going to do instead, and also Raylene, I've obviously put her in the manga, what I'm going to do instead is, well, sorry, I can't tell you guys what I'm going to do instead, but you guys will see what happens, okay? It's going to be kind of sad, but at the same time, not really. And it'll just be explained in the manga. But overall, this is something that I'm kind of going to have to spoil just for Bullet's sake, because I don't want it to be, like, all confusing and shit. I mean, it's going to be confusing either way. I mean, my manga isn't really super duper duper, like, you know, professionally, like, drawn out and mapped out when it comes to events and shit. But I just draw up a few bullet points, sort of like what Toriyama does, and then I go from there. But basically, they're not going to be like the same thing. I mean, my manga is going to be pretty much its own story, and then Burst of Power is going to be its own story. But at the same time, it's going to make it so that my manga isn't like, oh, look, all these characters are in here, but they're also here. Like, why is that? It's going to pretty much, you know, make it so that the final Power Level Warrior has its conclusion, and at the same time, Burst of Power is open to use the same characters. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one, which will probably be a Burst of Power video. I haven't done one in a couple days. And yeah, hopefully this video does not have a black screen like it normally does when I record this game. Goodbye.